Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Finowen Learn to Play Minecraft. This is episode number 10, and we are going to do some mining today. One thing I wanted to show all of you fine people is how to get diamond. Now, there's different material that can be used to make tools. You start out with wood, so it starts out wood, then stone, and then I don't know why iron. You can make it out of gold. You can make it out of diamond. Diamond is the best material to make to make weapons and tools out of because it lasts the longest, and it also can be used to mine things faster. So the other nice thing about diamond is, or the other main thing about diamond is that you need a diamond pickaxe in order to mine obsidian, which is needed to make a nether portal. So we're going to show you today how to create a branch mine. And we're going to hit it, we're going to make it, start it out here in our basement. I like to do it in its own, in the same building I stay in because it just makes life easier. Now one thing I want to take with me is, if I can find it, I want to take an iron bucket of water with me. The reason for that is that if we, for some reason, catch on fire, I can put myself out. Now, I will show all this, explain all this as we get down there. There is lava. You can occasionally find it above ground, but it's also underground. We're also going to need a lot of wood, so I need to clear out my inventory real quick. We need to get rid of all this extra stuff that we don't need. Of course, I have to remember where I put everything because it's been a little while since I've played. Now, one thing I'm going to do is start a chest for items that are dropped by mobs. So I'm going to throw that in there, and I'm going to throw this in here, some gunpowder and some bones. Seeds obviously don't get dropped by mobs, but we're going to put it in there. Anyways, signs I'm going to need a few of, and I will show you why when we get down there. The main thing we're going to need is ladders, and lots of them. So before we go down, we need to make ladders. Now, oh, that was silly of me. Pick it up. Okay. I don't think I have, yes, wood. I don't have any wood stored up, but it's okay. I hate using this wood for it because I was planning to use this wood for craft, building with, but we can always get more. So I'm going to make sticks, and lots of them, by creating or taking a stack of wood planks, putting it into, and then if I hold shift and left click, it's going to craft all of them. Then I'm going to use the trick I showed in the last episode, which is hold down control, slide, and drop, and that makes all of them. Now I'm going to do that again. Oh, I have more sticks. Hold down control, drop, and more of them. Now we might need more, but for now I'm going to stick with this. One thing I am going to do is, just to make this all even out, is do that. But further down it won't matter. So number one rule of Minecraft that I can recommend is never dig below yourself or above yourself. Occasionally you find yourself in a situation where you don't really have a choice, but try to avoid those if you can. So what we're going to do is we're going to dig down. And notice how I'm going every other one, so we're doing a 2 shaft down. Now, quick key is press F3, and that'll give you your coordinates. What we want to do is, diamond is located around the eye level of 12. So you'll notice our eye level there. It says feet and eyes. That's the level of our feet and the level of our eyes. So we want our eye level to be 12. So we're going to dig our way down. Now, I also want to make sure I'm putting torches as I go down. And I'm going to need to start my ladders. I like to put a torch about every 5. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay, so let's go down. Dun, dun, dun. So now we're going to dig down. Okay. That was silly of me. We are there. We're at eye level 12. I'm going to stop about here. Normally you could go a little higher, but I'm not going to. Now, one thing I'm going to do that later down the road will serve a great purpose is we're going to dig out around us a little box. So let's make our box here. This is going to be our mining hub here. We're going to want that ladder to come all the way down. We're going to need some light here as well. But what we're going to do is we're going to create a dead drop for getting down here quicker. So I'm going to put a sign right there with nothing on it. And I'll explain that once we get up and we get some buckets of water. So now we've got our mine shaft created. Now, if I had encountered a cave system on the way down, I would have used my stone to fill that in. I'm going to go back up, but I would have used my stone to fill in that cave shaft so that I could continue to dig down and just either make myself a doorway so that I could access it, or I would, pardon me, I'm distracted. Or I would put glass or just fill it in entirely with stone. The nice thing is that would allow me to access it more easily. Now I do want to build this 3 high. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I used up all my sticks making torches on the way down. Oops, that was smooth. And now we're going to make ourselves another pickaxe because, oh, that was a shovel, not a pickaxe. It's been a long day. Okay. I'm going to need more than one. Usually when I'm down doing mining like this, I will make myself a whole row of pickaxes. Let's go ahead and make another one because we're going to be going through them very fast. Now, if you encounter any diamond at this point, we don't want to mine it yet. You need to mine a diamond with iron. So we need to go back up and get some iron. And we're also going to need to get some water for our drop here. Now, one thing I'm going to do... Oh, and there's some redstone. Now, we'll talk about redstone in another episode, but I'm going to mine that later. I'm going to leave that there for now because I want to get some iron. So, we are going to open this up around these edges, but I want to keep that as only a 2 square drop, and I'll explain why in a moment. So, I'm going to step away for a moment, and I'm going to go get what I need to make this a dive bomb down, or make our quick way down. So I will be right back. Okay, so I've gotten 2 iron buckets of water, and I've created myself an iron pickaxe. Now, as you see this long process of climbing down, it can take a little while, so we're going to make a shortcut, and we'll test that shortcut and hopefully not die. So the shortcut is notice I put that sign there. If you put water above that sign, look what happens. It gets stuck there. It just kind of levitates in the magical world of Minecraft. It does not go anywhere. Now I'm going to put another one above it, so that is now too thick. Now let's test it. What I've done is I've created, hopefully, a slowdown for when I jump. I've created like a cushion for myself. When we jump down through the shaft, we should hit the water, it should slow us down, and we should land safely without taking any damage at the bottom. We're going to test this now and hopefully not die. So here we go. We're going bonsai. It worked. So that is a way to get down quickly through a mine shaft. If you put a sign up, you can put some buckets of water, dump them there, and then you can have a quicker way. You still unfortunately have to climb the ladder to get out, but getting down into it is a much faster experience. Now, I've created an iron pickaxe so I could grab that redstone. Redstone is used to make electrical conduits, basically. They're used as wiring. They're used for a lot of fun and entertaining ways. When we get into far more advanced parts of Minecraft, I will show you all about redstone. Well, not all about it. I'm decent at it, but there are some fantastic tutorials on YouTube for creating all kinds of different gadgets and fun things. You're welcome to look it up now, obviously. But my recommendation is get used to the game first before you even try to start messing with redstone switches and redstone repeaters and all that wiring stuff. And yeah, it can get pretty complicated. I am going to take that out, and I'm going to take that out. The whole reason is so if this was 3 high, we'd take damage when we came down that. And I don't want to take damage. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to do branch mining. Branch mining is a very simple way to get to get ore. The way you do it is you're going to create a branch, and then we're going to work our way down it, and then we're going to come back over here. That way, we're getting optimum resources. So if there's iron on this wall, we're going to see it. If there's iron on this wall, we're going to see it. If it's above us, we're going to see it. If it's below us, we're going to see it. So we start mining. The only place that we'll really miss is if it's underneath this wall. We won't see that. And that's okay. We can't catch everything. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to do one shaft. And this is basically the branch mining method. It's the most efficient way that I've found to mine ore. And I've used to be I'd do it the hard way, and I would do literally every other row. I would dig a hole, and the very next row I'd come back. And while that did make sure that I didn't miss anything in the middle, it's really not very resourceful. It's not a very it's not the most efficient way to do it. And so after having a few people point that out to me repeatedly, I finally gave in and did branch mining. And so now that's how I do it. It's the proper branch mining. And that is, as I go, I do fill in holes like this. If I'm working on the row that I'm going to have to dig next, I'll use dirt so that I don't have to waste my pickaxe. Now, I will eventually probably regret putting that stone there, but oh well. You can do these 2 high or 3 high. I prefer to do them 3 high. And also to kind of give myself a way to work through, so I'm lighting my other tunnel, I dig 2 deep to my side, and I'll pick that other piece of stone up on the way. So here we go. We're going to do our first row. 1, 2, 3, 4. And like I said, I start as soon as it starts getting dark. I will put another torch, and then we just keep doing this all the way back, as far back as we want to go. You can go pretty far back with these. You can also decide every now and then to cut across. So what we could do is we could dig this back a little ways, and then I could cut across and go ahead and make my other side. Oh, see, this goes over to the other side. Let's go ahead and grab all this. Now, I do go ahead and grab the redstone. I know that a lot of people will leave it until they need it. I'd rather go ahead and grab it now than wait until later. And let's see, how many did I go apart here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. I was just seeing if I wanted to keep that opening, and I'm just going to fill it in. Alright, let's go ahead and put another torch. And basically we're going to keep repeating this all the way down, and I am going to fast forward now until we get to the end of this row. Be right back. Alright, so I'm stopping here to show you I have found some lapis lazuli. It's a dye, and it's also used for decoration. You can make a solid dark blue block out of these guys. I love them. So let's break that up, and we'll grab that. You'll find them in small pockets. It's not a big deposit. It's not really used to make tools or anything like that, but it is used to dye items dark, pretty sky blue. So we could put some blue windows in our tavern if we wanted. Now you'll notice I am picking up levels from mining this, so it's a great way to get more levels. If you while you're mining, you can gather levels. I'm now at level 25, which is another reason we're going to want to start finding diamonds. We want an enchanting table, and we're going to need obsidian. 1, 2, 4, 5. Screw it, I'll just put it right here. I don't even want to count this anymore. Alright, so I'm going to probably end this row soon. One of my general rules is don't go any further than my pickaxes that I have on me. The nice thing about that is that then I don't run out of pickaxes and have to run back the length of my other tunnel. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to stop here. Alright, so we've reached the end of our row. One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put a torch here, and then I'm going to dig that way. Now, like I said, I can continue on from here. I can make this a lattice or cheese work of lines. I can make another tunnel here later on. I can go deeper. Alright, so we're going to go this way now. Now, one thing to be aware of as you dig is be conscious of possible lava. Lava is no fun, so be ready to throw down a stone or a piece of dirt to block that lava from reaching you, basically, because as soon as you're on fire, that's it, you're on fire. Now notice how it automatically lit up. I now don't have to go through and make light up the next one, because I'm going as I go, I'm lighting up the next one. So it kind of gives me, one, I know where to stop. Oh, and that's something I forgot to do at the end of my tunnel. I will always make sure to dig out to the next, where the next tunnel is going to be, so that when I reach this point, I know exactly where to stop. So I'm going to dig to here, and the way I was doing it was I put a torch there, because I did that on that end, right at the end. There's a torch. So now I will come out right here, and that will make it to where I don't pass up where I need to stop. So we're going to go ahead and fast forward again through the end of this shaft to the end. Alright, we have reached the end. So now we're back where we started, and that, everybody, is branch mining. Now unfortunately I did not find any diamonds, which is kind of a bummer. Now you'll see where you can end up with a lot of stone from doing this. So I am going to want to make some chests down here for putting inventory in, because otherwise my inventory is going to get full really fast. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, let's see how many we could make. 2, perfect. That's what I need. Okay, so I'm going to throw down some chests. I will make this a chest spot. Now I often will put a bed down here too, so that if I need it as, so for instance if I die down here, I will be protected. Because I will respawn right down here and I can go grab my stuff real quick. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that stuff in there, and we're going to do another row. And I'm going to look for some diamond, because I want to show you guys what diamond looks like. And so I'm going to keep mining until hopefully I find some diamond. I'd really like to end this episode with a piece of diamond, but I'm also limited on time tonight. So I will return. So welcome back for a quick moment. I wanted you all to hear something. When you're digging, this is something to be very aware of and to be ready for. Is you hear that bubbling sound? That is lava. That popping sound, that's lava. That means lava's nearby somewhere. So we need to be very careful digging forward here, that we do not encounter lava. So I wanted to show you something. I did mention that this redstone here you want to use an iron pickaxe for. The reason being is there's a minimum material you need to mine certain things. For instance, if I use, look how long that's taking. Not only that, but when I hit, I get nothing. And it's because I used the wrong material to farm it with. So I wanted to show that real quick as well. Back again. So unfortunately, I have not found any diamond. This does happen. I've done a few shafts here. I could keep going, but at this point I am a little limited on time, but it's okay. Diamond is not really the important part of this tutorial. Unfortunately, this is the tedious part of the game, and that's mining. It can't really be automated too much in vanilla. You've got to go down and just dig. It's worth it most of the time. I mean, this is probably the worst luck I've had on a diamond search before. I've dug 4 tunnels now and I haven't gotten a thing, but a lot of people will come in here and just start digging a straight line. And they'll dig as far as they can, and then they'll come back and they'll dig mine shafts for the space in between where they were and where they went to. So there's a lot of options here. You really can do it to your own style. This is just what I recommend for the optimum layout, but how you go about this is entirely up to you. So that concludes another episode of Finowen's Learn to Play Minecraft, where we've covered branch mining, and unfortunately I have no diamond to show you, but hopefully next time I will. So thank you for joining me, and I hope you liked it. Please do give me a like, and see you next episode. Bye-bye.